Hello everybody. My name's Spindle and I am here at Circle R Ranch, and I'm excited to have our first of our series of you folks joining me down in the horse corral at Circle R Ranch. And we're going to be learning about the horses, sharing some time with them. Hopefully you might learn some things about them. And they are just awesome animals to be with and of course learn about, and even horseback ride. And our horse friends that have joined me today, this is Patches. Patches has a little bit of an itch there. We also have June is here, folks. And then we have Haley. And last in the line there today, we have Leo. So I think what we'll do, just even first of all, we're going to just be showing you the horses as they are tied up before we're getting them ready, before we want to work with them, and truly just looking at what their normal actions are right now. So just take a look as I'm chatting here, because truly what they're doing right now is very normal. Maybe Patches is moving around a little bit. They're itching their leg there, truly from the flies or little itches that they might have. What else are you noticing? You're probably noticing their tails moving. Very natural thing, especially right now in the summertime, because they are using their tail to swish the flies or remove the flies somewhat off of their side if they would like to. They do that. And right now, when like horses are really awesome communicators, they actually are very sensitive, and of course they don't use words, but they really tell us a lot by their body language, what they're doing, and sometimes their voice, what their sound is as well. But their body language, we're going to look closely at that right now. So truly starting even right at their, we're going to go down the body with their senses of their ears and their eyes. And with their ears are quite amazing, because not only are they hearing with their ears like ours, that you can see how long they are here. There's their ears, big long ears. They've got the little cup shape even, like so, around like that, so that they can pick up a lot of sound within their ear there. Now horses, they say of the readings, can actually hear a higher sounds than us people, and low sounds as well. So they have a very, very keen sense of hearing. If they hear something, it's really neat. You'll watch their ears as we're just here right now, because they can have both of them. If they hear something straight ahead, they'll put their ears straight forward. They can have even one ear forward and one ear back. If they hear something to the side, they can be listening this way, or even doesn't bother them even to be moving their ears. That doesn't hurt them in any sense, but just to show you, forward or back with their ears, to be listening to the sounds that are around them and happening around them. Their ears also even tell us what mood they're in, or how they're feeling. That right now, when you look at June, really when you think of it, does she look kind of relaxed and content? And she does. And what's telling me that, just by looking at her, is her ears are somewhat even kind of floppy to the side there and relaxed. Her head is just sort of down, relaxed position, and she's not moving around. So to me, she looks very content and very relaxed in this position. If her ears were very alert, straightforward, and her head up, she might be looking at something over in the distance, whether it's another horse or a squirrel or people or something. And I just need to be aware of that when I'm working around her, to know, okay, she's looking at something over there, and what is that? And reassure her that she is fine, depending on truly just what the situation is. You can even notice in her body here, sometimes you'll see some twitching of this. It's called twitching, with their skin moving. I'm sure we'll be able to get some of that throughout the time here, but folks will often ask, well, what is that? What are they doing? And truly the only thing that she's doing right there is removing flies from her body. If she gets a fly on her here, anywhere on her, she has a couple options to, if the fly's kind of giving her a little tickle, they'll use their tail to remove the fly off their body, or they do have the ability that they can kind of shimmer their skin, shimmer their muscle there, and then that will remove the fly from them. Flies and horses do just go along together, and they really don't, I mean, bother the horses like maybe they might bother us people, where we don't really want the flies on us, that we're shooing them away. But they will also just sort of accept that the fly is there, and they're quite fine with that as well. Even watching them pick their feet up and down, picking it up, picking it down. Again, often it might be a fly that's on their leg there, and they're just trying to remove that from their legs, using their action and their movements. And sometimes they give their head a little bit of a shake as well. And really all those things are just pretty normal actions that horses do when they're tied up here at the post. You can see same thing with Haley. She's looking very content there as well. And their ears we're looking at, even their eyes. If you look at their eyes are amazing as well. Their eyes are about twice the size of our eyes. And let's just look truly where they're located on their head there. We can see that the eye is kind of up high on their head, and it's to the side, and it's out from their head. Very different, obviously, than our eyes. They have one eye on either side there, and in that positioning of their eyes, it's amazing because really they can like almost see all the way around their body without even moving their head. You can see that with June here, that as I mentioned, the eye it's big eye, and it's to the side. And so truly, just for me standing here, her not moving her head, she can still even see me here because her eye is to the side. She can even still see me here, and the one eye even sees this whole area out here to the right, and uniquely the other eye sees a whole different picture out of the other eye, which is very different than us people. We need to look in truly one spot and focus on that, and that's how we see. I mean, sure, I can sort of look with my eye as far as I can to try to catch something over here, but it's just not like the horses, that their eyes enables them to be able to see you coming to them, coming at them. They can see all the way around them without having to truly move their head. Now, of course, right behind them, they can't really see right behind their tail, but if they just move their head just a little bit, they actually can see behind them with their eye as well to a point. So, knowing all that information, truly how the horse communicates to us and even communicates to their fellow horse friends. They do live in a herd. They live in as a group of horses, and all these actions that I'm mentioning of their ears and their eyes and their sound, and is how they communicate to each other. So us humans learning that's how we use that knowledge, so that we are appropriately, have we interpreted their body language and their actions correctly. So truly, we are safe around them. They are safe with us, and it's just going to be an enjoyable experience for everybody, knowing how they hear and how they see and what needs to happen when we're working around them. So our horses here, we have had all of the ones that we work here and we have had for many, 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 many years, which is great. They are well trained. They are very used to all sorts of people and children being around them. So they, in general, their temperament, they are very calm, and they are good to work around. So you just need to think about if you're going somewhere else with other horses or younger horses or horses that are not trained, to really learn how those horses are, because they are all very different. in different animals specifically have different characteristics, as well as different places have different ones that are younger or older. But these older horses that are all over probably the age of 10, 15, 20 years old have been with us for a long time, so we know them very well. So when I'm going to approach Patches or any of them, you do want to let them know that you're coming up to them by either them seeing you or hearing you. So just looking at Patches right now, I can see that his ears are facing me. I know with his eye that he can see me. And as well then, I want to be calm. You want to be relaxed. You want to always walk when you're around the horses. Because horses, if you used a loud, yelling, fun, playing voice, or you were running up to them, that actually could maybe startle them or scare them by mistake. So before you even approach a horse, you do really want to think about being very, very mindful, even with yourself. Am I calm? Am I relaxed? You want to look at the animal. Does the animal look very calm and relaxed? It's all a good thing. Because it's amazing that they can sort of read if I was maybe really excited, then that might get them excited or maybe a little bit nervous. So they're great animals to help us keep calm and relaxed, because you need to be, so that you're starting that relationship with your horse, and that really partnership that you're working together, and I'm wanting to please the animal and the animal's wanting to please me as well, which they are really wanting to do. Going up to them again, he can now hear me. I know he can see me. And ideally going up sort of on the side is the best. And when you do go up to them, they love to be patted. Now this is what we call is their shoulder. So this is their shoulder here, a big shoulder area that goes down and around like so. They have it's his neck. Just hold his head here so that you can see his neck. They love being patted on their neck as well. Sort of any of the areas where it's really kind of thick and muscly there, that they enjoy being patted, scrubbed, rubbed. Just sort of a nice gentle pat there where they're on their neck, on their shoulder. Then I know that truly he can see me. He even doesn't mind it on his back here, and even on his hind here as well. So even going around behind the horses is, how many Patches? There you go. As long as he knows that it's me going around behind him, you can keep one hand on him so that he knows I'm talking to him as I go around, and I can come around to the other side like so very easily if I'm wanting to work on this side of him as well. So some of the parts of the horse, as I mentioned, this is the shoulder area here, his neck, this is the mane, this is called their mane, the back, and this interesting area here where the hair goes up like so. This is what we call is the flank. It's called the flank of the horse. This part here is the rump, and of course their tail is at the back there. Going down their legs, what you can see is, I'm going to come around to the other side. There we go. We've got the shoulder. Now right here, everybody, this is what we call is their elbow. So if I'm going to pull the skin a little bit there so that I can feel the elbow of Patches. Going down the leg, this is what we call is the knee. This is his knee, and big picture, this is, you can see their hoof there as well. Nice hard hoof at the bottom. Now there's more detailed parts of the horse. And the parts of the horse are actually called the points. You'll read in books that it's the points of the horse. So those are a couple of the points of the horse. Oh, I wanted to point out the forelock. So here's the forelock as well. The face really is pretty neat, looking at it closely there. You can see he's got whiskers. So horses have whiskers. And big nostrils here for breathing, because they have a very keen sense of smell as well. They have a good sense of smell that they would recognize people, specific people, as well as their horse friends. And even looking at his eye, you can see they've got long eyelashes, they're kind of like a type of a whisker actually. So whiskers, like cats, like dogs, they will tell them if they're coming up against, oh, maybe the post or the railing, or they're sensitive there to tell them if they needed to back up or be aware of that. And then they do have the eyelashes. Got his lovely little eyelashes that are on his eye there as well. Yeah, yeah, like really, I just find their facial, everything's pretty neat when you look at them closely, of all these things of the horses and how it works for them. Now, when we're working around them again, you just always want to be nice and calm and relaxed and gentle when you're with them so that they are calm and relaxed as well. And hopefully they're going to be enjoying their time with us, like they really are. They're just amazing animals. I love working around them. I really enjoy working around them. They're great. They're good to teach you really a sense of responsibility and just care of the animal, and really knowing that they love to be rubbed, they love to be scrubbed, they enjoy that, and they like us people. We take care of them, we look after them. They're very willing, very loyal companions, and it's really just a thrill to work around them. What we call is the groundwork is what I'm doing here, or the horsemanship. Let alone ride them. Of course, we all love to ride them out on the trails as well. So, yeah, there's a little bit for you, everybody. And really, around at Circle R, we just like to say, see you later. So, we will see you later, everybody. Take care. Say bye, Patches.